What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. We're rolling right into 2024, and I'm so happy that we are here for one last break issue of 2023. 3 frameworks for making better career decisions in 2024. The break issue 62. So if you want to make more, find better opportunities, and enjoy life, build your unbreakable foundation by learning the frameworks, habits, and decision-making skills of the world's most resilient professionals. These are skills for life that will serve you in any path you choose. You can go at your own pace and participate as much or as little as you'd like. Get a full year in this community for only $149. That's under $13 per month. We're trying to build the Netflix of decision-making. Use the code THEBREAK100OFF to get your deal and become unbreakable today. All right, here we go. My 3 frameworks for better career decisions. Okay, so 2024 is knocking at the door, and I just learned a new word. Actually, I learned 2 new words. First, my kids taught me the word rizz, which means something about flirting or having game. Lo and behold, rizz is Time Magazine's word of the year. I couldn't believe it. The second is career pathing, as in the act of figuring out your path. I never really knew this term existed, but it sort of makes sense. The core problem we have in career pathing is that individuals have much more autonomy and responsibility for creating their own career paths nowadays. That responsibility is often unaided and untethered to any organization, industry, or even way of working. This is mostly driven by the paradox of choice. We have more options than ever, and more options make it harder to decide. So researchers have been hard at work and have developed 3 core career competencies that individuals must develop in order to take ownership over their career pathing. Number 1 is know your why. This is an assessment of your core values and your motivation to work, how well you're aligned with your current role or organization is to these items. Knowing your why serves as a filter for removing decisions and options that are not aligned, but our brains seem too good to pass up. Number 2 is knowing your how. These are the skills, knowledge, and abilities you need to do your current role successfully, as well as what you will need to move into a future role. Starting from your base of competence, you can more easily see a plan to skill acquisition and how new skills can layer up on top of old skills to build a better foundation. And number 3 is knowing whom. These are the people who are willing and able to help you. So honestly, this kind of research makes me yawn because I don't really care for the theory. I want to know how we actually take action to build these skills. And that's why the Unbreakable community exists, to support careerists making bold decisions in the arena and not on the sidelines. So today we're going to share 3 decision-making frameworks we just talk about on our group call this week in the community. Here they are. So a why, a how, and a who try to build a career path. To find your why, I use ikigai. So ikigai is a Japanese term that I learned by interviewing my friend Dan Go on my podcast. It represents the convergence of 4 essential elements, what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Its closest translation in English is life worth. I like to say it's soul's purpose. This is in the sweet spot where passion, talent, contribution, and financial sustainability all intersect. When you explore and identify your ikigai, you empower yourself to make informed career decisions that align with your deepest values and aspirations, ultimately leading you to more meaningful and rewarding professional journey. For guidance on how to explore these areas, my Advantage Mapping program does exactly this, and you get it for free if you become an annual community member. All right, to find your how, we use thinking in bets. So how do great investors and even gamblers tip the odds in their favor to make great decisions? They make a series of micro decisions to test the waters and acquire more information instead of making one big binary decision. Then when they have a series of positive signals, they bet heavier. You can do this with your time, attention, and money. So thinking in bets is a decision-making approach popularized by the author and former professional poker player Annie Duke. Essentially, it involves viewing decisions as bets, acknowledging the inherent uncertainty in outcomes, and assessing them based on the quality of the decision-making process rather than just the result. At each bet, you are acquiring information that helps you decide if you need to continue, go bigger, or stop altogether. This framework is helpful when navigating big decisions like career transitions and transformations. How can you bet small and find out more about your path options before committing? By considering the probabilities, learning from both micro successes and micro failures, you can ultimately become more adaptable and resilient in your career journey. So the key takeaway: stop making one giant decision and start building a process to make lots of micro decisions that get you the information you need. All right, to find your who: believability weighting. So all of the mistakes I see people make in their career paths, this is the biggest. We take advice from good, well-meaning, smart people, but who have no business giving us advice on the decisions we are set to make. Some examples: college kids ask their lawyer parents about careers in marketing. 20-somethings ask their party friends if they should start a business. 30-somethings ask their Kool-Aid drinking coworkers about other companies. And 40-somethings ask their lifestyle protecting spouses about giving up their 25-year careers. How believable is the advice and experience of the person for this situation? That's the question we need to ask. Here are some prompts that can get you there. Are these people participants or critics? Do they act, or are they just sitting on the sidelines? Have they done the thing I want to do? Have they made a similar hard choice? Do they have useful knowledge in the domain I am investigating? Don't ask people for advice who haven't been there. The odds of that advice being right for you are very low if they haven't. So there you go. That's 3 frameworks for making higher odds career choices in 2024. If you're nodding along and this all makes sense, I'd love to see you as a member of the Break community. It will be one of the best decisions you can make, and don't forget to use the code TheBreak100off. Wishing you boldness and clarity in the new year. Thanks for being here.